Hello, authors of life, welcome back to Vivo You Relax, your life transformative platform. As always, it's Victoria here, and today we're going to be discussing something very important, so stay tuned. But first, let's agree on one thing. Whatever life we're having as of now, today, the present, is being based on all the decisions we've made in the past. And the life that we are building, the life that you desire, the life that you want, the life that you deserve, the life that you're going to have in the future, will be based on all the decisions which you will take in the present moment today. So whatever decisions you're taking today will shape that life that you want, will shape your future. So that in a month, in a year, in 10 years from now, you would not wake up and say like, oh, what is this life I'm living? What am I even doing here? So we agree that today is the day to make the decision to have a different future. If I would just tell you like, okay, then make the decision. And you would be like, okay, I've just made the decision. What's next? And I would be like, okay, then do the action. And you would be like, well, I have fears, I have anxiety, I don't know, I'm not sure. What does that mean? That you took the decision in the present moment, but your internal state of being is not fixed. Your internal state of being is like the sea, basically. The sea, the waves, the storm, you never know. Today it's nice sea, you can go swimming. Tomorrow it's the storm, it's anxiety, you see what I mean? The situation is not under control. It's just like with weather, you never know. Today it's sunny, tomorrow it's rainy, like you never know. If your state of being is you never know, it depends on someone else but not on me. For sure, any decision that you're going to be taking today would be the same. Like today you take one decision, tomorrow you take another decision, the day after you take something else, and then in the end you're like, oh, maybe I should have taken that decision. But don't blame yourself, just understand that if your internal state of being is not under your control, then any decision that you're going to be taking would be not a strong one. You see what I mean? And your inner state of being that you're in today, is a combination, basically, is a combination of three factors. I really like to explain things like using metaphors. So let's take the metaphor, there is your mind, there is your soul, there is your body. By the mind, I mean the inner chatter, the inner parent's voice. Sometimes it's encouraging, sometimes it's criticizing. Then comes the soul. The soul is your inner child that you once were. With all those desires, dreams, and aspirations, your soul knows what you want. You don't need to make your soul want something. Your soul already wants. You just need to hear what your soul wants. And your body, I would compare it to your inner adult, inner grown-up that would like go ahead and do the actions to build that life that you truly desire. First things first, if you're not in contact with your soul, if you just don't hear what you want, if you don't know, if you cannot hear the voice of your inner child, if you cannot rely on your intuition, if you don't trust what you feel, if you don't trust how you feel, there is a problem there. There is a big problem because without hearing yourself, it's the very first step of understanding, okay, what do I want? Not what your mind wants, because your mind would be wanting what your parent wanted to be like your mother wanted to be a ballerina, she could not, and now she's imposing that dream of hers onto you. And your mind would pick up that dream and go ahead carrying it out. No, the true desires that you have, the only desires that can be fueling and driving you in the long term, are the desires of your inner child, of your soul. So unless you have that contact with your inner soul, it might be problematic just to even undertake that journey. To hear your inner child, to hear your soul, what can be done? First of all, if you would like slow down and really listen to yourself at each point of the day, like if you would take your breakfast on autopilot, maybe you can question yourself, like, do I really want that? Or maybe I want something else. Or if someone offers you a drink and you just say yes automatically, without even thinking, without even listening to what your body wants, to what your soul wants, and you would just say like, yes. And once you have the glass in your hand, it would turn out, oh, it's the wrong drink, or it's the wrong timing, or it's the wrong, whatever it is. Like you have to like slow down a bit and like listen to yourself. But then there is the second aspect with which me personally, I've been struggling for years. I had these dreams and aspirations and desires and pictures in my head, but like I could not trust them. So I had them, I could see the movies in my head, so to say, I could see the pictures, I could see the things that I truly desire and want, but like I would be like, oh no, this is not for me, this is not mine. Let me tell you, whatever pictures you have in your head, whatever movies you're playing, whatever dreams you're having, this is already in your head. This is already there, meaning you already have the energy to carry it out. If it's truly your desire, then for sure you were born already with the energy to be able to carry out that, to materialize that thing into the world. Another point which worked magic for me once I started studying astrology, numerology, human design, matrix, like whatever instruments are available to you. If you are not familiar with all of those, you can come for a strategic session with me and I will take your date of birth and I would help you. I would really highlight all your talents, all your strengths, what your soul came for, what's your mission. And usually how it works, people just right away recognize themselves in what I'm saying, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not making an estimation or evaluation of you and you should be a chef. No, it's not like that. It's just like I read the stars, I read the numbers, and I see what the stars tell you. I'm just like the translator of the stars, of the numbers, etc., etc. And then once I tell it to you, basically I tell it to your soul, speak to your soul, and your soul reacts right away. It's like, oh yeah, true. How do you know? And I'll be like, I don't know. I just read your stars, I just read your numbers. So I can help you with that in case that's the main issue for you. So once you hear your soul, you understand your soul, you are in contact with your soul, you can work with yourself, you can hear yourself, you can hear your true wishes, true desires, you are in sync with your soul, so to say, then the next step is to make sure that contact between your soul and your mind is also in sync, so to say. Not that your soul wants to be a great actor, the best actor in Hollywood, I don't know, and your mind is like, oh no, you should never be an actor, you would be horrible at it, you would never succeed. For sure, like you hear your soul, you hear that your soul wants to be an actor, and then your mind would be like, no way, no way. It just like cuts all the wishes and desires, right? So that's the second piece, and that's the second piece that we are working usually within our mentoring program, because it takes a bit longer than just like a one-time strategic session. It really takes time to get all the programs out and to reprogram whatever like conversations you're having in your head. Those need to be reprogrammed basically. So the voice of the inner parent in your head would be supportive, would not be criticizing you, but supporting you, encouraging you. Just like imagine a little baby and the parent, like I'm not sure if you are a parent, like I have a little baby, and at each step of the growth of the baby, I encourage the baby. I'm like, yay, you succeeded to put on your shoes, great success. Or I could be like, oh, you're too slow, like look, your brothers are much faster, but then I wouldn't take into the consideration the fact that her brothers would be like 10 years older, right? Each little step, we need encouragement. With each little success, we need acknowledgement of like, yes, I'm on the right track. Yes, I'm succeeding. Yes, I can do it. And that's basically just another type of thinking, a different mindset, a mindset shift. That's it. It's not that I was born with it. I have generated that within my head. It took a while, but now that I know how, I can quickly guide you how to do that, how to be, how I like to call it, how to be your own cheerleader, to support you, to cheer for you at each and every step of the way. And here we're talking about this inner core, this self-confidence. It's a big chapter that we're working on during our mentoring. When you're doing it with yourself, it's a bit more tricky, since sometimes we don't even notice things. We are so much on autopilot that we don't even track things, so to say. But if you would try and really slow down and track all the thoughts that you're having throughout the day, like what are those conversations that are going on in your head throughout the day? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? And get a bit more in sync with yourself. That would be already a good base, a really good base on how to proceed to the next level. Speaking of the next level, once you're in sync with your soul, you hear yourself, you hear your desires, aspirations, dreams, your inner parent is supportive, your mind is clean, you're not like the sea with a storm and stuff, you feel relaxed, you feel good, you know what you want, you have inner support, other people are supportive as well, because the outside world is just a reflection, it's just a mirror reflection of what's inside of us. If inside of you there is a storm, the outside world will be showing storms to you in a way. So if you are at peace with yourself, if you know what you want, if you are going towards that, if your inner parent is supporting you in that state of being, it's possible, it's really possible, it's super easy to take the decision, finally, to take the decision. Remember, point number one, if you take that decision, if your body, if you're a grown up, if you're adult, takes the responsibility and takes that decision, the world is yours, the life is yours. Once you really try to manage your internal state of being, put yourself at peace with yourself, and then take that decision, because at that point of time, it's pretty easy for the inner grown up, for the inner adult to take that decision. You're no longer at war with yourself, you're at peace, and therefore inner adult can take that decision and carry it out. For carrying out that decision, once again, here why I have my mentor. I have taken the decision and now I'm carrying it out, but sometimes I really want to slack, I want to procrastinate, or I want to like go off track. And you know, like sometimes you need a reminder, like, hey, you're on the right track. Hey, you're doing this because of this. And the mentor can really help you to keep on that track and not to stop, not to go off the road, not to go somewhere else. By taking that path, by going on that path, like just going down the road, you will hit your destination. Sooner or later, you will get there. It's impossible of not getting there if you're actually walking. And sometimes what can happen during the journey, sometimes things can happen, I mean, life can happen, and it's really nice to have that point of accountability, whether it's yourself or your mentor, maybe your friends or family, like whoever would be truly interested in your success. And that person, for sure, the person that needs to be the most interested in your success is you, no one else. You are the top cheerleader, your best cheerleader, right? But then also mentor, for sure. For mentors, it's extremely important to keep people on track, and we mentors are super ecstatic when people achieve their goals, and we know that we were part of the journey. This is the specialty of the profession, so to say. So that's basically an overview of what's happening. And today you're at point A, your vision, your big vision, your massive visions, your point C, let's call it. And then there are many point Bs in between. That's the path. That's the journey that needs to be undertaken. If today you're at point A and you're completely lost, you have no idea of where you want to go, DM me on Instagram or write in the comment section down below. You can just write point A. I would know that you have the problem today with your point A, so we can have a free short call, a free short consultation holding you back and where you want to go in general. I'm the expert in self-actualization, how to find yourself, how to find your gifts and talents, how to make your thing out of it, how to monetize it, etc. But sometimes before you can do all of that, there are like unsolved questions, unsolved issues that you're most probably dealing with. So in order to get to that point of you actually start building whatever you were meant to be building in this world, whatever your soul wants to create, so to say, because you are the creator, you are the author of your life. Before that, there might be other things that you will need to work with, and I'm more than happy to highlight those to you. Understand, because sometimes it's confusing, and I know it myself. I've been in those situations where I was like, well, I kind of know, but then on the other hand, I don't do, but like, why don't I do if I know? Maybe I'm just procrastinating. And actually all those stories are being born from a simple fact that you don't know. Like, I did not know. I thought that I knew, and actually I did not. So until I found it out, and it took me quite some time, therefore I want to save your time and for you just to really understand well your point A and what you're dealing with currently, so that there would be no wasted time or wasted resources on whatsoever. So with that being said, I hope this video was insightful. I hope it helped you to understand how things are working, how I can help you, how can you proceed if you choose to go by yourself. We're all here to build the life that we truly desire, the life that we deserve. As all of us, we have those talents, we have those fortes that we need to share with the world and create a better world. You know what you need to be doing, and please ensure that you are doing it today. I hope you have found your path. I hope you know where you are going, and Viva Relax is a safe space for you to undergo your transformations, undergo your journey. We can undergo it together. And my biggest dream is that all of us, we know our strengths, we know our talents, and we are brave enough, we are confident enough to share those with the world, and we can express ourselves and be the stars in our niches. Whatever your talents are, sometimes you don't even realize you have talents, and it's so obvious for you to have something, whereas for someone else it would be like, wow, and give so much to other people and you don't even know about it. Just imagine if each and every one, we give that to the world, and the world becomes such a great place where everybody is super happy, super self-actualized, having everything. Once you're at your spot in life, as I keep on saying it, you have everything. You have all the bonuses. Health is there, relationship is there, money is there, nothing is a problem. It's just if you don't have that, it means that you are not on your spot in life. So please ensure that you are going back to your spot in life and that you keep on shining. And don't forget to do what you're meant to be doing. You already know what you need to be doing. Just ensure that your state of being is good and you can take that decision and proceed and undertake that journey that your soul desires. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Ciao.